Yesterday we began a discussion talking about the 14th Amendment, Section 3. So here's where we are with that. Once again, the 14th Amendment, Section 3 says that somebody who is engaged in insurrection cannot hold the office of president, vice president, senator, congressman, federal judge, none of that. It says that the disability or the disqualification because of being an insurrectionist can be removed by a 2/3 vote of the House and a 2/3 vote of the Senate. Section 5 says that only Congress has the power to enforce it. Now, the disastrous ruling of July 2024, the Supreme Court can only rule on the question that it was asked. The question that was asked was, could Trump be on the ballot? And rightly so, they voted 9-0. Yes, he could, because there's no law and there's nothing in the Constitution that says he can't run. What it does say is he cannot hold office. Now, when they spoke about Congress having to make a new law, that's garbage. The only law that Congress would have to make is saying that an insurrectionist cannot run for the office. But other than that, it's all in the Constitution. The Constitution, Section 5, says Congress has the power to enforce it. And they have two ways of doing that. Either A, they enforce it by having a 2/3 vote of the House and a 2/3 vote of the Senate to remove the disability. Or B, they enforce it by doing nothing at all and just letting it ride. Now, we know as this current budget reconciliation goes, Republicans can't get it together as it is. Okay? Because right now they're afraid on one hand of pissing off Trump, and he puts them on his shit list. If they turn it down, they got to fear Trump and worrying about him putting them on the shit list. On the other hand, if they do pass the bill, then they got to worry about their constituents nuking them at the midterms. Now, Congressman Thanador has introduced articles of impeachment, and they have to vote on them in order to impeach. Well, that's not going to happen because you only need a simple majority to either impeach or defeat the bill. At that point, because the 14th Amendment, Section 3 is self-executing and it doesn't expire. You can bring that up anytime before Trump leaves office. At that time, when that bill gets defeated, Thanador, and I would say perhaps Jamie Raskin, Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Adam Kinzinger, Gerald Moskowitz, they should all come together and say, let's have a vote on 14.3 because he is disqualified. He never should have been sworn in. That's how you do it. That's how you get him out. Because there's no way in the world that you're going to get a 2/3 vote of the House and a 2/3 vote of the Senate to remove the disqualification. Congress is too evenly divided. The House is evenly divided. It's only separated by 4 votes. And the Senate is only separated by 4 votes. There's no way you're going to get 2/3 out of a 4-vote difference. It would fail. And since you don't vote for the vice president basically rides on the coattails of the presidential candidate, J.D. Vance is gone too. So if Trump is knocked out, J.D. Vance is out with him. And you know what? Since they didn't win the election because they were disqualified, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are called upon to do their duty. That's how you do it. That's how it works. That's how we solve the problem. The only question is, will the Democrats have that spine when they knock down the articles of impeachment to call for that vote? That's what we want to know.